Fire escape engineers inspect the summary video. We're here in Jersey City. We have a fire escape here. This is number 7 of a total of 11 fire escapes. That's number 6 over there. And what we have here is a fire escape that cannot be load tested at this time. It did not pass the confidence test, which is to confirm that the fire escape has either been maintained over its lifetime and that it has been kept painted. So it has just recently received a paint job, probably in the past 5 years, but the paint job was over all rust. Any and all rust, any and all cement work that needed to be done, any maintenance that needed to be done was ignored, and we got rot on the entire structure here, including the C channel. So this is a life safety concern right here, in that this lowest C channel, there was so much rot that, as you can see, not only is the angle, and I'll just mark it here for a second for clarity. So there's another life safety concern here, is that even the C channel, you can see right through the C channel. So the C channel is eaten, the angle is eaten, and so this C channel is non-structural at this time over there. So that's how much rust is all the way up. We have life safety issues on some treads right there, and all the way up cement issues, structural issues all the way up. So this fire escape does have some life safety issue. Because of that, you're required to speak with the city official and determine what your next course of action is going to be regarding a plan to basically secure the fire escape until such time that permanent repairs take effect. One of the concerns here that the code here requires in New Jersey that depending on the structural condition, a load test may be ordered. The condition is life safety issues, poor. 100% of all the connections must be refurbished. No maintenance evident on this fire escape in its lifetime. And one other thing that we have to talk about is this ladder. This ladder is, as you can see here, I can basically throw this ladder out. I'm supposed to grab this chain. I'm supposed to spend time unraveling this chain right now, and I can't even find. So it looks like I have to sit here while there's a fire going on and undo this. I'm trying to undo it. It won't do it. So I have to untie it here, hold on to this chain, let it go out till it's far enough out that I can then release it. So that's not single action, requiring no special knowledge. And as you can see, because of the way that this fire escape ladder is pivoted, which doesn't have any release arm, that one is a smaller version of the same thing, but that's illegal there. This is illegal because when I drop this out, she will hit, because of how long it is, she'll get to the ground, but should there be a fireman or anybody down below, and this thing comes down, it'll conk them on the head and either kill them or maim them. So this must be a drop-out ladder, drop-down ladder. You can put it here so that it drops 2 to 3 feet per second, hits the ground and stays down. And that's what I recommend, getting it off the front, reconfiguring it over here. And again, any and all work that involves modification to a fire escape will need drawings, engineer oversight, permits. This fire escape does have a need for major structural work. A lot of the cement work into this building is every single one of the cement. And there's, again, from the other fire escapes we've already examined, I'm going to show you the cause. It already spalled, one of the corners is already spalling an entire, what I would call a support main support on this fire escape. So as we go up, I'll show you what that looks like. But this ladder must be reconfigured, and we have to draw that to show the city official what the new ladder with weights is going to look like going down here. Full structural. We have a life safety concern here. I'm going to mark this ladder just to make sure people are aware where the chain is, because this is at night, this might be difficult to see, but that is a life safety concern here. And again, that the C channel and the angle are eaten through, so this corner is in a state of collapse. Should you overload it, it may not happen with just one person, but you load 5, 10 people coming down this fire escape, and then this chain and this issue trying to get this matter resolved, it's not going to happen. So I'm going to get off of this very quickly. So you got all the treads, 100% of the treads must be rebolted. We have tread issues on top and on the bottom, meaning they just painted over all the rust. That rust is eating all the rivets. It's getting underneath, lifting. So every single tread needs to be refurbished or replaced, and in some cases replacing them is cheaper than refurbishing them. You have lead paint issues here. You can't weld on this fire escape if it has lead paint. Look at all this rust, corrosion, growth, rust, corrosion, growth, rust jacking, ice jacking. This fire escape, it relies on this angle in the C channel to act as a truss. So all this is already separated. Any bolts that were here, like this one, see the bolt head? Through, you can't see nothing, it's not connected, and see down here. So all the bolts have popped. So this is no longer acting as a unified structure to basically help maintain all the weight. So every one of these was calculated and utilized to basically meet the 100 pounds per square foot. Load testing on this is probably going to be 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. And I wouldn't load test it. She won't pass a load test right now. Look at all this rust growing here. You get a lot of the treads. Again, that one marked down there that's ready to fall. This is ready to drop here. Up above, we got more major issues with this crossover connection here. Let me get to this side. Treads, 100% cement. 100% of cement. This rust jacking and ice jacking is getting in here and splitting these bricks every year, year after year. So look at all that rust jacking happening over there, okay? Look at all this rust jacking eating the angles, these angles. Again, so as you watch video, there's 11 of these fire escapes that are being inspected here. It all repeats. Major rust jack. So this is a fire escape candidate for a full refurb. Full refurb instead of a load test. And I'm gonna go up and show you now the cement issues. engineer's parts, you look at this major structural, already split this corner. This piece of cement is ready to pop out. This C-channel is no longer structural. It already cracked it all the way to the top, and she's already ready to stop popping all these bricks. And if you grab them, which I can basically pop that. Look at the huge crack. That's rust jacking, ice jacking, working continuously, and it's doing this on every floor. The floor below has already started doing the exact same thing. Look at all the splitting. So all these bolts that used to go and connect the angle to the channel, no longer. So right now we have a fire escape here. There's no longer structural. Everything that was relying upon itself, the tie-backs in, the truss action of this railing tied into an angle, tied into a C-channel, no longer. Look at the life safety concern here as it crosses over. Treads gone and ready to drop because the rust was just painted over. No evidence of maintenance. Look, life safety. Look how huge that is. That's 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches of rust inside that connection. So if this gives, you can't go by here anymore. You still have another floor above. Same exact scenario. Cement, 100% of all of them have cement issues. 100% of all the C-channels that are 8 to 12 inches deep. Look at this one, like below. This one's already cracked. Look, see, this one's ready to go and give this corner away. So not only are we going to be dealing with issues with the structure, tying it back in, look at this rust jacking here, but we're going to have to deal with the facade issue in the future because you're letting the fire escape tear the front of this building apart. We're going to have to talk about unifying the fire escape all the way down, so that it's probably going to need legs so that we can tie this baby together and help one floor help the other, not allow this. Look at all the rust is everywhere. Ice jacking, rust jacking, unsafe structure. So we got life safety issues here.